Welcome to the second devlog for a game I'm calling Mage Time. Mage Time is a single or multiplayer roguelite top-down dungeon crawler with elements of bullet hell style gameplay where you battle your way through increasingly difficult levels and see how far you can push your mage and develop a unique spell build. The game is currently available for free as a Steam playtest. I'll put the link in the description below. Let me catch you up on all the progress I've made in the past couple weeks. First, I wanted to start laying the groundwork for the systems needed to customize your mage avatar. I cleaned up and imported some old 3D models of wizards I created for another project during college. I then created indexes for the material so the colors could be adjusted. Next, I created a basic avatar customization UI. I'm hoping to do a lot more with this in the future. I want players to be able to customize their mage's avatar to express themselves during online gameplay. Next, I improved the lobby room graphics by modeling a new starting wizard school castle. It's pretty basic now, but I'm planning to turn this home base into a wizard school with NPCs and eventually story elements. I'm planning on focusing more and more on the game art, style, and story elements to the game to try and give it some real soul. Right now it all feels very mechanical. One of the biggest changes and hopefully improvements was the default camera angle. I changed the camera from a top-down angle to more of an isometric style camera games like League of Legends and Hades use. I like this new camera angle a lot because you can see the level artwork better. I think this new camera angle will encourage me to actually invest in creating nice artwork because players will actually be able to see it. I also think their screen real estate has been improved because you can see more gameplay elements. Most monitors have a landscape aspect ratio, and this angle allows you to see more of the game level. Another big change was the introduction of NPCs that are not simply enemies. I added a blue wizard and a cat ally. Adding NPCs that could damage other NPCs actually was more challenging than anticipated, and a great opportunity for me to start refactoring some of the horrible spaghetti code and tech debt I had accrued. First, I updated the faction logic that determines which types of factions can damage each other. I also thought harder about how the netcode should evolve to support this feature. Right now, players own their own attacks and damage against NPCs. In other words, the player damage calculations happen client-side. However, the NPC damage against other NPCs should most likely be calculated server-side. This approach seems to work well because it eliminates most latency from clients and also ensures the game stays in sync. The one disadvantage with this approach is that because the player's damage is calculated on the client side by the owning player, it presents an opportunity for the client to cheat and artificially increase their damage output or reduce their damage input. However, since this game is player versus enemy and has no achievements or persistent MMO style progression, I don't think this is an issue for the game in its current form. My primary goal when writing the multiplayer code is to ensure latency is as minimal as possible and that the representation of events, meaning positions of entities, animations, and game progression, are in sync across all clients. I might create a more in-depth low-level video to explore this topic in the future. Let me know in the comment section if this is something you would be interested in watching. To introduce NPCs to the game, I also ended up refactoring some of the complicated if-else conditional code into more proper state machine states. Huge shout out to Jason Weinman's tutorial on state machines. I ended up watching this tutorial and incorporating the code and practice into my game. The state machine code is far more reusable and also allows easily defining different transitions from different entity types, allowing me to reuse more code and more quickly program different behaviors for the character. Right now I just hard-coded the levels these encounters appear on, but in the future I'm hoping to make the cat a companion that you can summon and upgrade as a spell. For the blue wizard encounter, I intend to give it a quest line where you can help the blue wizard and give him spells in early levels. If you complete his quest line, by the time you get to the final levels in the game, he will appear as a powerful ally and help you out. I also added a red wizard that eats rooms. The red wizard encounter has a simple behavior where he seeks out the nearest room and then tries to consume it. If he consumes the room, no loot will drop. The red wizard also will attack nearby enemies if his health is less than 75%. He is extremely deadly and will one-shot almost anyone within his vicinity. I'm hoping to do a lot more with this red wizard concept. This encounter removes the linearity from the level and makes it almost like a game of Pac-Man, where you have to avoid the red wizard during the level. If you are feeling confident, you can destroy the red wizard and then collect loot from the remaining rooms. The current implementation is crude and lacks animations, but I think the concept is promising, so I decided to include him in the current playtest build. That's all for this devlog. If you're interested in playing Mage Time by yourself or with your friends, please head on over to the Steam page and download the playtest. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested in staying up to date with my game dev progress.